Welcome everyone to Crow's Whisper Tarot. Today we're going to be looking at your mental health, do a bit of a check-in and see where we're at, if there's anything that we need to change, anything we need to be aware of, and then we can come up with a plan for the future. And this is again a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know your world better than I ever could. And also thank you to all my subscribers for your love and support. I very much appreciate it. And let's jump into the reading. Alright guys, here are your piles. We have pile 1 with the Amethyst, pile 2 with the Obsidian, pile 3 with the Celestite, and pile 4 with the Citrine crystal. Take your time selecting your piles and then we'll jump into the reading. Welcome pile 1. Let's have a look at your mental health. We have the lightning bolt. Control your anger or you will be sorry. We also have bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So I feel like your environment at this time is definitely one where you have a lot of oppositions, a lot of people coming at you at full speed, potentially with their own anger, and that builds up your own. And there is an element of being able to pull yourself out of the situation and a little bit more objectively view the situation, try to see everything from a scientific or logical standpoint rather than putting your emotions into it, because it seems like as a result of your anger you will be sorry. And it can be as simple as, you know, having an argument with a loved one who's not backing down from a certain challenge, and you end up bringing out your own anger, and then you feel a bit of guilt, or you feel like the situation gets so out of hand that you sort of part ways. And I think in this circumstance, it's better to try and hold yourself accountable at all times with your actions and your words. And that sometimes can help to nullify this sort of standpoint that you're getting. We also have review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. And I think that's part of it, because the expectation with the bull of someone not backing down, there's an element of what are you meant to protect and what is not part of your everyday, not meant to be part of something that you need to rely on. So it's one of those standpoints where you need to decide where you're holding your cards and where you want to put your time and energy into things. You don't want to spend your time on things that aren't working in your favor. You don't want to spend time on things that put more pressures on you mentally. And I think in terms of mental health at this stage, it does feel like almost like you're trying to just power your way through a situation that isn't going to be to your benefit by trying to power through. The best thing you can do is just be as calm and in your element as you can. Don't try and force yourself to do certain things that are not yours to do. And most of the time, if it's someone else's responsibility and they want something done, and if you're super quick, acting really fast like lightning and just get it done, a lot of the time it's not going to be to your benefit, because if you simply wait, let the other person's, realize that's not getting done in a certain time point, most of the time they will do it themselves. It's if you continue to act quickly, the expectation for you will mount up a lot, and I feel like that in terms of your mental health will cause excess pressure. We also have Spider Spirit with Make Your Dreams Real, but in this instance it feels more like patience, putting in more action to slow things down, review, be able to sit still and be calm and not react and not have, I guess, more of that sort of Mars energy of action. Just try and slow things down in terms of your pace, because otherwise I feel like things will mount too much for you physically and emotionally, and it ends up to a point where you can't really do much in terms of your own benefit. So let's have a look at tarot for some advice. That jumped right out. Okay. Queen of Swords and the Page of Wands. So with the Queen of Swords here, it feels like more than anything that being, again, that objective mindset, the mindset that you can analyze things in detail, sit with things, you don't have to take action. And even if you do end up taking action, it has to be slow, controlled, be less like a bull and charge head on, but try and be more analytical, try to be more cunning with the way that you go about the situation that you're in. And that will result in you having a lot more freedom, a lot more openness, a lot more ability, similar to the Page of Wands, where you can explore, you can, put your energy into your hobbies and things you're interested in, and not try and put your energy into other people's responsibilities, and trying to see a new standpoint, because we always have one perspective most of the time, but it's about the ability to bring about new perspectives for yourself on a certain situation, so that you can, then expand further and have a better understanding of the world around you. Because seeing things from a black and white viewpoint is not to your benefit. And I feel like with this group in particular, it's about being able to really explore yourself in detail, being able to put yourself in new shoes, being able to really adapt to new situations, and that feels like the main thing at this stage. But I feel like there is a real sense of, especially with the color schemes that we're getting with these two cards, a real sense of finding your place in the world, because it is the third eye and crown chakra sort of colors that are coming in with both of these cards. It's going to be along the lines of being able to find your own place, and also it came to my mind, finding your own pace in this world. You don't have to always continue to pursue things at lightning speed. You don't have to charge into things that quickly. You can really focus on slowing down, and that's going to be the best for your mental health. So that was your reading, pile 1. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Welcome, pile 2, to your reading. Let's have a look. We have the Carrot, Opportunity or Windfall. We also have Shield. You need to defend yourself. Interesting cards just come up straight away. I feel like there is a certain opportunity that is meant to come your way, but I think in your mind you're not seeing the benefits that are coming through for this opportunity, and I feel like there is a level of defensiveness on that circumstance that is coming your way. And I don't feel like this is particularly from a place of, that opportunity doesn't work for me. I feel like it's more along the lines of, I'm not sure if I'm capable of fully doing that thing to the best of my ability. And I feel like there's a bit of self-doubt that is also cropping in with that. We do have, it's a time to celebrate, cultivate an air of celebration today. And we also have Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. And with both of these cards, even the color scheme wise, it's both very green in color. So part of this is just having a lot of self-love for what you're capable of, what you're able to do, what you're able to pursue. And I feel like that's where there's a level of confusion that you're having with this circumstance. It does feel like overall, if you have a new perspective on yourself, your skills, your abilities, what you have to offer, then you will take this opportunity, and this opportunity will come to you at the right point of time. But if you fail to put yourself on a pedestal as weird as that sounds nowadays, but putting yourself on a pedestal by appreciating your own skill set, by seeing what you're capable of, by taking a risk and, you know, applying for an opportunity that is what you think is way out of your league, then that is just something that you have to do, because that gives you the option to really pursue new things and see yourself as capable and see yourself as having many different opportunities for yourself. That's what is most important. And I feel like for this group in general, it does feel like there is a level of hesitation, but it's not from, I don't think, you know, it will work out, but it's more of a personal thing of, I'm not sure if I'm capable of a certain situation. And I'm not sure if for some of you it is love related, but there is a circumstance where it is very much like you don't have the qualities to offer something or to receive something even. And I feel like that's where you're sort of having this level of downfall in whatever it is that you're doing. We have the Hermit card here as well. So with the Hermit card, the idea that I'm picking up of is the ability to look within yourself, to see yourself in a new light. And that can be, you know, by journaling, by meditating, by finding something that is new and significant for you. And that's going to give you the most amount of ability to really shine your own light, is by reflecting on yourself and being able to see what you have to offer, what the circumstance is, being able to see things in better detail and more understanding. And I feel like for some of you as well, doing a lot of shadow work where you're able to see things that have happened in the past, how it's affected you currently, your subconscious mind, and being able to analyze yourself that way, I think is probably going to bring about the best amount of change for you. And with the Queen of Pentacles here, it's also the ability to sort of sit with yourself in your environment, see all the good things that have happened for you, see things that have changed for you, being able to identify what has worked and what doesn't work for you. That's going to be really key in sort of identifying, you know, the changes that comes through for you as well. And also seeing that you are worthy of receiving a lot of things and being able to see that you're worthy of whatever it is that comes your way. And we also have the Page of Wands reversed as well. And this generally indicates that the reason there's a level of shielding yourself from whatever the circumstance is related to something that has happened in the past, where this opportunity previously has come to you, but you feel like nothing worked out, or it didn't go your way, or, you know, something isn't, you know, working in your favor. And so you almost had this mindset of putting it off to, it's not that the opportunity was for me, it's just that I lacked enough of whatever to receive that opportunity. And I feel like there's a level of self-reflection that needs to go on, where you are able to see your own light as something that is beneficial, but it obviously depends on the circumstance that you're in. And so whatever the previous circumstance wasn't meant for you, and so you didn't receive it. And I think self-blame is something that you may need to work on with this group in particular, and sort of identifying the cause of that and working through that. I think that's really important for you as well. So that was your reading, pile 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We have the Broom, new home, new attitude. We also have Tulip, great passion. Interesting. Starting off with, I feel like we're definitely on the right path with this group. I feel like the first two groups had a bit more to work on, but this group in particular, it feels like things are on the right track, so well done you. It does feel like environment has a big deal to do with your mental health, and I feel like the current environment is really good for you, and I feel like it brings about exactly what is meant to be in your life, and I feel like you're accepting a lot of new things into your life that is going to work in your favor, which is really nice to see. We also have be still, cultivate a space of stillness and silence, just be. And I feel like this is the energy that is really needed, because I feel like previously you were in a circumstance that was just so incredibly chaotic that now this has worked so much in your favor that you don't even need to think about anything. It's just the perfect environment to cultivate exactly what you need in the time that you need, and you can almost sense it internally, because I think previously you've had something similar that has happened to you where you sorry, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. It feels like previously you were entering a similar circumstance where it was similar amount of chaos that is happening in your life, and then things just felt so off and you felt so drained and things just didn't match up the way you felt like it should. And then now suddenly you're getting into a new environment and you're feeling like things are just aligning and it's almost perfection with the way things work out. So that is definitely in your favor. We also have mouse spirit, tend to the small things. So that's it. It feels like now that, big, massive changes are over, it's about, fixing up, bits and pieces around your house, sorting the nitty-gritty stuff out of the way, and things are definitely moving at the pace that you want and the time that you want. And I feel like there isn't really too much to say about this group, which is a very good thing. It is a very good thing. Any additional messages for pile 3? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups. Very exciting time indeed. We have the 5 of Pentacles reversed, the Moon card, and the 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful stuff all around. So I feel like we're getting into a space where you feel really connected to the people around you. The 5 of Pentacles is almost like this situation of isolation, but because it's reversed, we're getting into more of a space where we can rely on the people around us. We can see things a lot clearer. The people around us have our back. We're getting a lot of support and physically feeling comfortable. So the right house, the right environment, the right suburb, things like that. And it feels like things are aligning from that perspective. And especially with the 9 of Pentacles, your hard work is starting to pay off. You're getting a lot of fruits of your labor. We're in the right time. We're in the right space. And it feels like the pace things are moving is so much to our favor that we can't actually see anything changing. And I feel like emotionally you've got to a point where you're finally able to relax, you're finally able to see the good things in life, and being able to curl up and sleep without any stress overlying your sleep, that is also very important for this group. And I feel like that is what you're getting in this new environment. And I'm not sure if this for you guys is a situation that is currently happening or will happen, but it's definitely something to be excited about and look forward to, because mental health fluctuates so much, but these rare moments where we get stillness and we get to look after ourselves with the small things and being able to appreciate ourselves and treat ourselves to various circumstances from what we have worked really hard on is the best part of this entire journey. So really look forward to that. But yeah, I don't think there's much else. Actually, there might be a bit more. Let's have a look. There's another card that I feel like needs to come out of this. Oh, 2 cards. So yes, 10 of Cups. Funnily enough, that came out too. And we also have the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups usually depicts being able to receive more than you feel capable of. Again, that cup is overflowing. It also talks about the ability to create new friendships, being able to enter new environments, being able to be comfortable with your own skin, with your own emotions, let yourself sort of sit with your emotions easily without sort of being restricted in any capacity. That's essentially what that talks about, which is pretty awesome, I will say. More than anything, it feels like with this entire group, things are leading into the best possible place and time for you. And for some of you, it can be that you are creating a new family, or you are building a home with someone, or you have a new relationship that is coming through for you guys. And that's going to lead to a lot of changes in your mental health for the better, which is very, very exciting. So that was your reading, pile 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Welcome, pile 4, to your reading. We have Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Excellent. We also have Kite with Vacation. Very, very positive cards. I feel like we are in a standpoint of moving on to new ventures in our life, with vacation as well. Potentially the need for relaxation is quite good at this time. Also because of I feel like we are getting into a better position to explore more creative ideas. So to create art of any sort, having the right environment where you can focus in on those things. A change in environment can sometimes help, and also being able to get out of certain situations, you need to move into a new place to sort of rejig your mind and be a lot more clear with what is happening. And I feel like that is the effect that you need to have at this point in time for your mental health. If you are already in this state, excellent. But I do feel like the environment has a big point in terms of where you want certain ventures to go. We have Dear Spirit with Bring in a Gentle Touch. And we have Go on an Adventure. Today is the day to try something new and daring. So with both of these, it's about being able to utilize your mind to the best of your ability. We are getting a lot of, I'm picking up like sacral and solar plexus chakras coming into play a lot of the time. So I feel like in terms of your stability, your well-being, your passions, your creativity, your self-image as well, those things are very important at this time. And I feel like we're definitely on the right track of seeing ourselves in a clearer light and seeing our direction of where we want to go as well being really clear, which is excellent. Now let's get a few other cards for this group. Any other messages? Excellent. So we have the 10 of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. We have the Moon card, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. So it does feel like with this particular circumstance that we are moving into a time where we are very carefree. I feel like it's the feeling of, you know, sitting at a park bench when the sun is setting. It's just this level of, or sunrise as well, with that card that came out. And that feeling of seeing the beauty of the world around us, being able to see, you know, the positives of a certain situation, being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel is the image that is coming up as well. And being able to feel like the environment we're in is inviting a lot of things into our life, which is the opposite of the Five of Pentacles, which is exactly what is happening at the moment with both of the cards that came up, especially the one for vacation. And we also have the Moon card. And the Moon card typically represents our emotional state, and similar to our moon sign in the astrology. And it's about being able to see your deepest passions, your innermost self, your deepest, darkest thoughts, being able to identify those things and accept those things and see yourself for your innermost being, and being able to bring that those thoughts and images of yourself to light. Potentially, this is also a reflection of the people around you, your support group, the people who have your back, the people who are able to identify exactly what is going on for you, and being in the right environment to kickstart this level of creativity and passion and inspiration. So if you're feeling like you don't have those things in terms of being able to be in a position where you can embrace your creativity and passion, it might just mean that you need to look for a new group or a new environment to be in to kickstart this energy. And it could be that that is the reason things have taken a while to happen. But again, it's the ability to take things as they are, see the beauty that is in the world, and being able to embrace those and also try and utilize that in your daily life. If that means that you love seeing the stars at night, whether you just, you know, play, you know, a video on YouTube of stars at night and just sort of gaze into them, meditate, enjoy it. Or it could be that you love adventure, then every weekend go on a bit of a day trip and see where that leads you. It's about being able to adapt your current situation to bring about those ideas of creativity and passion and enjoyment out of life. And I feel like that's something that can be sort of peppered into your week, and that can definitely help with embracing your mental health. So that was your reading, pile 4. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.